Remember being a kid and somehow having an unlimited supply of energy? You could eat half a pizza, chase it down with a milkshake, run around the block 10 times, and still be bouncing off the walls. Parents called it hyperactivity. Science calls it brain fuel. Today we're diving into how fitness doesn't just build strong bodies in kids. It actually makes them smarter, calmer, and far more confident in the classroom. This one's for the parents, grandparents, and teachers out there, and maybe even for the grown-ups who still feel like kids on the inside. Today on the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast.
Welcome to the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast
with Garrett Williamson.
Health, wellness, exercise, nutrition, and a whole lot more. Got questions? Call us and leave a message at 251-278-EDGE or message us at Personal Edge Fitness on Facebook and Instagram, at Team PE on Twitter, or personaledgefitness.com.
Welcome to the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast. I'm your host, Garrett Williamson, president of Personal Edge Fitness. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you enjoy the show, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, you can reach out to us anytime at area code 251-278-3343. That's 251-278-EDGE, or online at personaledgefitness.com. You can also find us on Facebook at Personal Edge Fitness and Instagram, both of them Personal Edge Fitness. Contact me directly if you'd like, Garrett, Garrett, Garrett at personaledgefitness.com. And if you are so inclined, you can hit us up on Twitter or X at Team PE. Let's talk about why getting kids moving might just be the best school supply you can send with them this year. Here's a little known truth. Exercise isn't just good for the body. Now, you've heard me say this a lot. It's rocket fuel for the brain. Harvard Medical School has shown that physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, which in turn improves memory, focus, and problem solving. The CDC even recommends at least 60 minutes of activity a day for school-aged kids, not just for their physical health, but because it directly impacts how they learn. Think about it. Kids sit still all day. At desk and in front of screens, on the couch. Their bodies aren't the only things that get restless. Their brains do. Studies show that kids who exercise regularly score better on tests, show fewer ADHD-related symptoms, and report lower anxiety. And it's not just the star athletes benefiting, by far. Even light activity, a 20-minute walk before class, can boost attention span by nearly 20%. And let's not forget behavior. A study published in the Journal of Pediatrics found that kids who got daily exercise were not only calmer in class, but also less likely to act out. So fitness isn't just about raising grades. It's about raising happier, more focused kids. Now, here's where this gets really exciting. When kids move, their confidence skyrockets. At Personal Edge Fitness, we've seen it firsthand. This is something I did a podcast on my 300th podcast, as a matter of fact. We've trained kids as young as 3 years old and as old as 17. And I can tell you, the common denominator isn't age. It's movement. A child who discovers they can jump rope longer, run faster, or even just finish a workout feels a sense of accomplishment. And they carry that straight into the classroom. One young client of ours struggled with self-esteem and focus in school. She started with us barely believing she could complete a simple routine. A few months later, she wasn't just stronger. She was raising her hand in class more, smiling more, and her teachers told her parents, something's changed. She's thriving. That's the power of fitness. Now, a quick reminder here, if you enjoy what you're hearing, you're enjoying this episode, please like, follow, and share. You never know, you might inspire another parent or grandparent to get their kids moving too. Now, let's talk practical. How do we actually make this happen? Well, the key is fun. If kids see exercise as punishment, they'll avoid it. But if they see it as play, they'll dive in head first. Tag, bike rides, sports, dance parties in the living room, it all counts. The important part is consistency. Even with our young athletes, when I'm doing a consult, I'm always talking to the parents, and usually they bring the kids, and I always tell them at some point in time in the consult, I'm going to turn around and direct all the questions to the kids because I'm interested in how they feel about their sport, what their strengths are in their sport, what they think their weaknesses are, and what they really want to get out of this. Because we're interested in having these kids own their own routine, own their own fitness. And by doing so, we can hook into what makes them happy, what makes them excited, what makes them feel better about being themselves. It gets them to buy in, and that's how we can make it fun. And here's the kicker. When kids are active, it rubs off on parents. Families who move together tend to develop healthier habits overall. Think of it as built-in accountability. You're not just helping your kids succeed in school, you're also sneaking in your own workout at the same time. Hey, it's a win-win. The science, the stories, and the smiles all point to the same truth. Fitness builds stronger, smarter, calmer kids, and it's never too early or too late to start. So here's your takeaway. If you want to give your child an edge in school this year, skip the expensive gadgets and start with movement. Encourage them to play, to run, to dance, to move every single day. You'll be amazed at how much it changes not just their grades, but their confidence and their happiness. As always, if you'd like help building that foundation for your kids, give us a call at area code 251-278-3343 or 251-278-EDGE, or visit us online at personaledgefitness.com. Always, you can contact me, Garrett, Garrett, at personaledgefitness.com. Facebook, Instagram, both of them Personal Edge Fitness, X at Team PE. Simple idea, to get your kids moving more. But the direct result of it is the major benefit in the classroom and also basically a happier family. Something we are incredibly dedicated to, and one more way we help you reach your level of wellness. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast with Garrett Williamson. Subscribe now and be a part of the show by calling 251-278-EDGE or message us on Facebook and Instagram at Personal Edge Fitness or at Team PE on Twitter, and visit us at personaledgefitness.com.